So they used to,
Yeah.
Right, I gotta handle that. Dollar says they do it. Okay.
Is the oath that they swear, and when the veil of dreams
Yes, Kate.
has lifted,
Yes, it's the moment.
and the
Mitch and Mickey.
fairy tales have all been told,
Even though I was not around, I remember. I was just starting to be conceived when they were writing this beautiful moment in history.
my sweet, my dear, my darling, you're so far away from me. Though an ocean of tears divides us, let the bridge of our love span the sea.
Two.
Your kiss, there's a kiss at the end of the rainbow. More precious than a
Precious more than a pot of coal.
All right. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, 10:17. Got to learn how I can help you get a better ADT system, especially a smart system, security for your home to protect you from crime and fire. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. I'm Cole. Welcome to my channel. That's my beautiful wife, Linda. All right, so we're kind of watching calorie intake now. Probably most likely because of the Chipotle. So we're gonna try Subway and probably go with a 6-inch. Okay. Okay. What's this one right here? But what type of cheese is that? Pepper jack. Let's do it with pepper jack. All right, so I want a little bit of everything. Start with the spinach, a little bit of lettuce, and then I want spinach, and do the cucumbers, and the, I guess I don't know, those red onions, if that looks like red onions. A little bit of pickle. This is like the only way I'm gonna order. I mean, it's the only way to go with Subway. Yeah, the green peppers. And then I want extra tomatoes. I put extra tomatoes on there, and it wasn't extra tomatoes on the receipt. And I also want that receipt too, because I'm gonna vlog the receipt. A couple of the jalapenos. Did you take the receipt? You don't have the receipt? Because I know for a fact what I put on there. Banana peppers too, right here. And then also I want the black olives too, right here. Now also for the actual dressing, I'm gonna do just the vinegar. Yeah, just vinegar. And also you can put a little bit of, I don't know, what is that stuff called?
I get chicken teriyaki.
It's basically, is it vinaigrette? The vinaigrette right there?
Yep, of course.
Yeah.
And then
A little bit of the vinaigrette on there.
bacon. And
Just a little bit. That's okay. That'll work. And then you already toasted it. Do a couple more tomatoes on there. All right.
You were just hungry enough.
Remove. I see. Yeah. So whenever you're on the app, you have to actually hit remove mayo. You can't hit less. But it doesn't even say less. I would have hit less.
Regular, extra.
Yeah. And where's the banana peppers and all that stuff? It's not there either.
They have two different types of
The
receipts.
standard receipt.
The one they have in the back, the one that they
Right.
have in the back is more detailed.
So they have a standard receipt and they have a
Yes.
detailed receipt,
Yes.
but she was able to make it. I just didn't want the mayo on it. But anyway, this is how they made it right here. This is what we do. Even when gravity fails us, this is what we do. But this is how they made it, and I'll show you right here. So this is what it looks like right here. So there should be no mayo on it. They don't really do Miracle Whip on it, but I did do extra tomatoes, and I don't know if extra tomatoes came on it, so I'm gonna try it. But she remade it for me. She had a core manager to do it. It's not bad. They go from like 500 to 600 calories. It's on flatbread, which I was reading earlier, which is healthier. But that's what it looks like. And that's not what I got on the first sandwich, so she had to remake it.
Evan roasted if you make it proper. Okay.
Well, how I see it is if I didn't want mayo, they should understand I didn't want mayo. I put remove on the app. So why should I have to pay for it if I don't want mayo? They didn't remake it.
Cheese is 180 calories. I don't believe that. So you're looking at 450 plus 180, 630.
I was hesitant in ordering it on their app. I figured something like this would happen. They're kind of tricky. They wanted me to eat the sandwich with mayo on it. She had to call her manager. I'm gonna call the manager.
So it's 630 minus 200 from mayo. So it should be 430. I hope you saw her change her gloves.
I don't know. She remade it, so I'm good to go. I just put extra tomatoes on it too.
Probably didn't change.
I'll give them 5 stars for doing that. She like slid the sandwich over to me. It's like, this is what you made. Pay attention to the app when you order. I was like, who is this person? So when they do that too at Subway, and I didn't want mayo. Okay, I'm not being mean. But she wanted me to accept the sandwich because I supposedly made a mistake on the app and didn't hit remove. Can I show the app real quick? Okay, we'll show an example. Like you choose each segment. Sorry, I got a little bit of lettuce on my you choose each segment, like for example, the type of bread that you want. So it comes with mayo, for example. You can kind of see. There's cheese, there's bacon, there's guacamole. Okay, I'm gonna show you the example of mayo. And they get emotional over it. I mean, she had to call the manager to remake the sandwich. It's not like I'm cashing $1 million check. This is a 6-inch sandwich. Okay, here it is. Mayo. Do you see it? Now, there's less, regular, and extra. You have to hit the top right one, the top right to hit remove. Okay, here, I'll switch it over. Okay, you see it right there? You have to hit remove, and then it removes the mayo. So that's probably what ended up happening. But I did hit something like, for example, like any of these dressings or whatever, I remember hitting, like for example, pepper. You can put regular. So that chooses pepper, correct?
Correct. Because it doesn't normally come with it.
Right. So it
you have to
normally
tap
doesn't.
on
So you have to tap on it. But is there a save button or something? I'm just looking to see if there's a save button. I don't know if there's a save button. So you would tap on this, right? And that would be something if you wanted that. Or if you didn't want it, then you have to go back and put remove.
Maybe there wasn't a save button.
So if you accidentally tap on it, then you have to hit remove. It's kind of complex, but that's what got me, I guess, in trouble with the order, because it says mayo in the receipt, and you were like, hey, where's the banana peppers? Because you know I'd add banana peppers. Everybody adds banana peppers, or I do at least. So banana peppers, for example, you can put extra, regular, or less. I'm just trying to find it. This has never happened to me because I rarely ever order off the app. I usually just walk up there and like, tell them, but I was in a hurry today, so anyway. I'm just trying to find an example of banana peppers. Just give me 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. Do you mind if I say that real quick? Just real quick? Because we gotta go like really quick. Okay, look.
So start with the sandwich.
Okay, there's the flatbread. So look, you would choose the flatbread if you want flatbread. You choose the turkey. The turkey's already on there. You can add or whatever. There's the cheese. There's the avocado. There's the lettuce. Okay, so you can remove lettuce. You have to hit remove. Tomatoes, you got to hit remove if you don't want them. I put extra on mine, so I would hit extra. That's what it looked like, though. I know I did that. Spinach, because I remember going extra like this, and I don't think there was spinach on there, was there?
No, it doesn't come with spinach.
Right, so
I
hit extra, right. And then same thing with like, I'm trying to find, I think I put sweet onion is what I did. I think I put like less on sweet onion. She like plumped down a bunch of vinaigrette. I think it was this thing that she plumped down a bunch of extra on. I didn't even hit extra. So when they do it in front of you, you don't always get your way either, because they'll just plump it down on there. It was regular, yes, the regular wine, I went extra on that. So anyway, that's how I have mine. So, and I think I even hit Parmesan. And I didn't even Parmesan today either. So I did not get my way today, and I'll have to make note of that on the app. There you go. All right, she's found something that says view bag and checkout. Does it show it anywhere?
Nope, I have to go back and do another sandwich.
But it is on there though, right?
Yes, it is
Yeah,
on
so
there.
in the end, you can hit view bag and checkout, which I don't remember seeing on it or anyway. I got kind of
I don't know. We can do oven roasted turkey.
Right.
Or we're gonna do.
But eventually,
6-inch.
you can review the bag.
We're gonna do Italian. We're gonna keep the turkey. We're gonna keep the cheese.
Right.
And we're gonna hit add bacon.
Right.
And then it's gonna have lettuce, tomatoes, onions. We're gonna add spinach and cucumbers.
Got it.
Now you do add to bag.
Right.
And then
Then
view bag.
and checkout. Got it.
And
I
this
kind of
is-
saw it for a second.
This is a make-believe sandwich, y'all.
It's a make-believe sandwich.
There
okay.
it is.
All right. Oh, and it does show it. Okay, that's what I was in a hurry, so we might have found
because
some
we didn't hit
corruption
review.
at
No, we didn't hit
Subway.
remove.
We didn't hit remove. You've got to be really keen on detail at Subway. But that's what the ultimate one, because she noticed that she didn't get one or the proper thing too. You got to check this little paragraph before you leave, or you'll get the wrong sandwich. If you're going to order, you got to be really careful. So these are kind of cliff notes and warning you at Subway to really check on that. They're supposed to remake it anyway. They remade mine, so she was really nice. Well, she wasn't nice, but she remade it. Here's what this said right here. That's what it ended up saying. And I didn't have mayo. I did have onions, tomatoes, lettuce, provolone cheese, turkey.
that was so
But I ended up changing it on the second order so they can eat the other one. All right, so I told them thank you anyway. I might vote them later, I don't know. I usually don't like giving them low ratings. All right, so Linda missed her cue. Oh, nope, Linda, you're still in queue. Subway sandwich. They didn't do that good today. They messed up because, they argued with us because we told them we didn't want mayo. So, but ultimately, I'm going to give them a thumbs up because they remade the sandwich. So they shouldn't argue. They're like, hey, listen, I don't want to eat it. It has mayo on it. And then she had to call her manager to remake the sandwich over a 6-inch sandwich. So I think that's a little legalistic and extreme, yeah.
It makes her look stupid. Calling her
But
manager.
ultimately, it's how you end. It's not how you begin or middle. She did remake the sandwich. We were able to get it. with vinaigrette or whatever, all the stuff I kind of didn't want, but because I had to order it really quick. We got to get going, but they did a pretty good job. But they shouldn't argue. You know, say, listen, I don't want to eat this. It has mayo on it. Come on, remake the sandwich. One thing I do want to say, they need to check their vegetables. I mean, that should be fresh as they get out. And those onions, did those onions look good? Did those onions look good?
I didn't see
No,
that person.
the onions didn't look good. Re-look at the onions in the vlog. They need to replace those onions. I said, call the manager. Call the manager. I want my sandwich without mayo. Call him. So she went back there with the phone in her hand. Comes back with a smile on her face. She comes back. All right, we make sandwich. We remake sandwich for you. I was like, okay, then fine. You know, I'm not gonna eat it with mayo. You eat it. And they're back there eating my sandwich with mayo. I mean, I just can't. I can't have mayo on the sandwich. I can have Miracle Whip, but not mayo. Sometimes it makes me nauseous, literally. So I stay away from mayo. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, I've been in the food business for when I was younger, and also in sales, and it's kind of the same thing in a way. But she literally wanted me to eat the sandwich with mayo when I told her that I meant to remove it. Now, I thought I removed it, and I told her. And she slid the sandwich over and said, you pay attention to the app when you order. She actually said this to me at Subway. Why? What does the world come to? You eat it. You put mayo on it on accident, it's like, but I paid for it. And you want me to eat what I didn't pay for. I don't get it. She ultimately realized that I was right because I paid for it. It had mayo. It shouldn't have had mayo. I was okay with not having the banana peppers, or I could just have her a little cup of banana peppers or whatever. It was just the mayo. And Linda was trying to convince me into scraping the mayo off, which I probably could have, or just like remove the mayo from all the other vegetables and things like that, which is a lot of ordeal. But that's not why you go into Subway to order a sandwich, to have to do extra work. And then they get to keep the sandwich. They can do whatever they want with the sandwich. They get throwaway sandwiches. It's unbelievable. There's no way that that's how they train them to be. Not in my book. So I would give them a low review. I'm not going to, because ultimately they did remake the sandwich. So ultimately they get a passing review. But if they had decided, no, take it or leave it, then I probably would have contacted stuff through the app and said, listen, this is what they did. See if that's correct. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can get his tag number. 1581045. Stalking people at QT. So you just make note of it. And that's the vehicle. Something happened, I don't know. I know the cones are over there. It happened over there, whatever it is. You'll see lights like that. So it's like a left, whoops. It's like a left lane. There we go. Or a right lane. It's kind of going kind of both ways. There's the left lane. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of weird. Kind of like a 1970s thing. Yeah, really, just go right in between them. Do we go right or left? We can't go both ways at the same time. They got a freaking windmill. Maybe it's for energy. Did like 7 of them, one more. They've all been about mile to 2. This one's 0.7.
that say 9 on it?
That's good catch, huh?
It's in your bag.
What? Then when you're inside a house or something, I could gobble them down.
I guess so. Yeah, that's better.
Or I don't want them in the car.
I thought you were gonna get carrots.
I don't want carrots right now. We have carrots at home.
All right, then get the other thing then.
Okay, what would you like me to do? Shit out.
All right, so you're getting the crunchy pickles. Oh, these look good. Oh yeah. They're like deli bites.
All right.
Get some of those.
Oh, snap. Chili bites. Deli Express. Oven roasted turkey cheese sandwich on wheat bread. 250 calories. Hands are somewhat clean. Nope, not till after I touch the packages. Especially when you have bread at home. People manhandle that. Get it. Get some relish. Never get any relish out of packages. Glad I got this earlier. My favorite. Grey Poupon, made with white wine.
Pardon
and
me.
mustard.
Are you using Grey Poupon on that sandwich?
Yes, I am. Trying to focus. First bite.
Wow, you eat with so much dignity. Are those pickle chips? So it's actual pickle.
Cucumber. Salty. Delicious. All right, focus, please. Starting to get too salty.
Right. there's no blinds. That's a sign. And there's no one moving around in there, so it's pretty much empty. All right, we've done about 12 homes, going on number 13.4. Kind of looks like Benji, a little bit. Like a ratty Benji. Oh, like Dorothy's dog from The Wizard of Oz. Toto. It does look like Toto. There's no place like home. No place like home, Toto. No place like home. Does it look like Toto? Okay, number 15, Door2door, 2.1. And that's where Linda worked. Back Kroger for a little while. Here we got a rotisserie chicken. Want a chip? Cracker? You don't want to go out there, kitty. It's rainy. They don't just like talking to salesmen. Get it? A, B, C. Always be closing and always be cuddling. No, always be closing. Here, come on, kitty. Let's cuddle. Here we go. Always be caddling with the cat. There's Edmund, and he's happy. You'll get your food, kitty. You'll get your food. Here we go with today's kitty. There's one kitty. No, you almost had it. 9 lives. Each life has a number. Numbers 1 through 9. And swirl the cat food. And pick a cat food. Today's kitty will be having Sheba cuts with sustainable salmon. Did pretty good on that, kitty. I have no notes for you, other than you moved a little bit to the right off the camera. But you don't know that. But you're getting better. Here we go. I'll just say it was pretty good. Now, we're going to open the container. And it looks like this for all you cat lovers. About like that. Ready? And enjoy. This is his favorite, by the way. You can obviously tell he's making love to that cat food. Okay. I will be having avocado nachos. Triple cheddar, cheese, lucerne. Sprinkle some of that baby on there. Cut this avocado up. Put it in the microwave. 45 seconds at the most, probably. And we're good to go. Until I get hungry later, which I'll probably have ramen. All right. So we're just going to place the avocado on top of the cheese. I don't have any sour cream right now. I was thinking about using yogurt, but I think this will be good. Pre-dinner snack for right now. Sadly enough, for some people, this is a dinner. It could be for me, but maybe not. All right, so we'll have ramen. We'll do, let's see, what is it? Cook time? There's clock and cook time. We'll do 44 and see how it goes. I got too much avocado. There we go. All I had all day today was a 6-inch turkey on flatbread with a bunch of dressing and spinach and I guess onion and bell pepper. Well, they're banana peppers. But I was gonna put bell peppers on it, but whatever. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese on top of the spinach. then we should be good. Just do a 30 on that one. Okay, nice steamy nachos. I'm gonna probably put another 30 seconds. It's a nacho evening. Nacho evening. I always say evening rather than night. But this is the Tabasco that just fell in my plate. Tabasco reduced. Basically what it is, what is this? Salsa picante. It's actually one of my favorites other than the Chipotle Tabasco. I'm gonna put some of this stuff on it right here. And there it is right there. Nice and steamy. What you need is like a little thing of sour cream to kind of inject it on there. I don't know, what's this thing doing? That closes and that opens. Little piece of cheese on it. Anyway, just pretend like it came out. No. I don't know. There it goes. Finally. Here we go. Further. About about 300 calories on that one. So not too much. All right, let's see what's on. Okay. All right. There I am. Well, let's see. We've got switch to all state. Breaking senior official confirms person detained for questioning. Okay. I saw her poster up, the Nancy Guthrie. We have one that's on a billboard. I saw that as an FBI thing. Okay, now he's talking about Adam's gravesite. That's Adam's dad, Adam DeLue's dad. There's some stuff here. Lead Wetzel. Perfect blocking. How Back to the Future uses perfect blocking to tell a story. Might watch some of that maybe. There is Park Pass. Lord Dern's is great. It's like you have to be a film major to understand it. I'll probably watch the Lord Dern one and see how excited she gets over some of the movies. Here's Chris the Girl. She's like up to 11,000 views each time. I was looking, ooh, Cape Fear. Now that I might watch. This is going to be free on YouTube. That's actually a good one. Especially if you're in security. Let me see something right here. Especially home security. Let me see something right here. Looking for news. I'll probably watch maybe the news. Polish the rest of these spinach nachos with cheese, cheddar, triple cheddar cheese. No, kitty. That's a no. I said no. Kitty, no. That's better. I decided to make seconds. Just the ramen noodle, spinach, and bell pepper. There's chicken in there. I put some chicken in there. And some carrots. Put it on there for about 3 minutes, or about a minute in. And that'll be the dinner. And don't forget your crown of broccoli. 3 minutes, and look how bright those vegetables are. Very bright. You want to cook them until they get about that bright. And then it's pretty much ready. You can tell here, when you open this right here and stir in, that it's pretty much ready. It's very bright. On the carrots, very bright. On the bell peppers, very bright. On the broccoli. Then we're going to add our chili flavoring, which is the next step. And there we go with the chili flavoring. It's a very important part because that is the part that has the taste. Chicken's right there, got the protein in there, and almost pretty much good to go. About 10 more seconds. And looking good to go. And stirring it up right about there. And it's good. About 4 minutes is how long that puppy takes. You could probably stretch it to 5 minutes if you had more veggies, but about 4 minutes is all it needs. Or you could overcook the noodles. All right, I got this, that, some tea. There we go. And welcome back to my table. The nachos were good as an appetizer. Here we go. So what I usually do with these, my dad was a chemist. He turned trash into gold. He got a lot of the gold that he found from the trash. He had contracts with different dumpsters and things like that, areas where he could get x-rays that were mostly silver and other things that he could burn down and put that into basically a mold to make jewelry. Not always silver, it was also mostly gold. Remember in the Bible, it talks about silver is what we throw away. It says it in the Bible. It's hard to find, but it says it in there. We don't throw away gold. But it's mostly gold that gave him his fortune, as well as diamonds or precious metals. But what he learned as being a chemist is that everything is chemical. Did you know that? Everything is made up of chemicals. So if you were to have, let's say, a steak, right, as opposed to, let's say, chicken, regardless, it turns into chemical. Both of it does. They've studied this stuff. They say that the vegetarian actually lives longer than the carnivore. They studied that too. Because the vegetarian, which I am not, I am a carnivore. I used to be a vegetarian for about 6 years. Over that time, I was still getting protein, but in a different way. The Christian, as well as the Jewish person or the Buddhist person or Muslim or whatever religion it may be, are all obsessed with protein and how they're going to get their protein. My father, the word protein always came out of his mouth every time I talked to him, especially through college. And most of the conversations that we had was about protein, because he was a chemist and he knew that everything is chemical. But what my dad failed to mention to me, when I learned later on, and this is why many of a certain culture survived the Holocaust, and there were a lot that did. I think of them every day, and that was the Jewish people. They survived it because they still got protein out of the trash that they ate, because the Nazis gave them trash. The Christian will be put through a rigmarole. The Christian will go through what's called, they'll go through struggle. The Christian will struggle. But what the Christian knows, just like the people that died in the Holocaust,
is they know that everything that's edible is made of protein. And many, many of them survived eating basically watery soup that was just disgusting, but it still had protein in it. Just like the steak that you ate, this has protein too. And if you take a person that eats a lot of red meat, you'll find over time that they die quicker than those that don't get the protein that you think that you need. Now, I was watching JWW and Adam the Woo tonight and yesterday. And Adam, well, he was a pretty healthy eater. He liked to eat. And he did, as his father, and the Father in heaven could tell you, he certainly got his protein. But he's no longer with us. And that's just the way life is. But I was happy to see Adam get the protein that he needed, because we all need protein to live. Some have more than others. Some eat steak dinners at night. Some have ramen noodle. Now, I don't know if Adam did a ramen noodle vlog. I've done quite a few of them. But he did do some cool vlogs during COVID with oranges. He had oranges, and when he ate the oranges, there was protein in them, and it was good. But what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm trying to ask a question, because it doesn't, what defiles a man is not what they put in the body, but what goes out. So what defiles a man is not what he puts in his mouth, but what goes out. But what I'm asking here is, can a person eat pretty crappy? Because ramen noodle is not exactly steak. It's not like eating On the Border or Texas Roadhouse or something like that. But can a person outlive another person that's out there eating steak? And the answer is yes, they can. The answer is yes, they can outlive someone that's getting all the protein that they need. Now, did Adam die because of what he ate? I don't know. I question that. Was it because of what he put in his mouth? I don't know. But can it eventually over time kill you? I don't know. But I do know that people that don't get the big steak dinners and the people that don't get all the stuff that some people do get, they don't always outlive those that eat poorer. I think Christ did mention that, because when Jesus fed the many, he didn't feed them steak dinners. He fed them fish, and he fed them bread. It was simple things, and we were to be grateful for what we put in our mouths and eat unto the Lord. That's why I do my ramen noodle vlog. I do it unto the Lord to show you, because some of the people that saw my ramen noodle vlog are no longer with us, regardless of what I say. And some of the people that do see my ramen noodle vlog may be eating healthier and are still around. But only God knows when you go, regardless of what you put in your mouth. So ultimately what I'm saying is that what defiles a man is not what he puts in his mouth. What defiles a man is what goes out of his mouth. I do believe in Jesus Christ, and I have no fear in saying that he is real and watches over you. God bless, and have a good evening. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. It's not that I'm making the ramen noodle vlog because I'm doing it because I want you to feel bad for me. It's not anything like that. It's because I know that this gives me strength. And maybe one day, in the future, I'll sit down. Maybe Linda will be with me. And you can watch a representation of the feast in heaven when I have a steak. Good night.
we're gonna look at this step later next month, so we can look at the Oscars. We're gonna choose Hulu probably. So your plans start at $11.99 a month, which is the same as Criterion. You get 75 channels with unlimited DVR. So that means you would be able to record the Oscars basically and live TV. You get 75 channels. It's not a bad deal. But I'm kind of artsy. So the app that I choose to watch my entertainment right now, it used to be Apple TV. I'm choosing Criterion for right now, and I'll stick with that one for a while. And I want to show you how my library's grown real quick. And I know I've over vlogged way too much tonight. I ate my food, and I've got my editing set up for tonight. We had something weird went on. I won't get into it. Technically, it's a technical weird thing. I don't even want to talk about it. Weird things have been going on. But anyway, let me go to this just to show you. You can go to library. Boom, there's the library. And you just got like an endless amount of art. I mean, it's just, for a filmmaker, that's actually a pretty cool one too. For anyone that's interested in film, this one I can barely watch anymore. I watched it in the theater with this actress named Victoria that was part of AMDA. She was part of the New York's AMDA, which is American Musical Dance. American Music and Dance. I was Actor Studio. She was a very, very good actress. But we went and saw this Spike Lee, Summer of Sam in the movie theater. I can't watch it now for some reason. There's this one scene I just can't handle. I don't want to get into it. It's about Summer of Sam. It's about one of the most grotesque. I believe in the conspiracy of the Process Church on that one, on the Summer of Sam, but it's a Spike Lee joint. It's a tough one about the 44 caliber killer, Alan Berkowitz, whatever. But they have like they do get the Mega Doc was okay. Shia LaBeouf is kind of crazy in it, but there's just so much stuff. I was just going to show you my library. Oh, The Hunted. I might watch that one. That was Benicio. I've seen it before, and it actually is pretty good. Benicio and Tommy Lee Jones. Benicio's definitely a badass actor. I put him right up there with Gary Oldman any day. Gary Oldman's one of my favorites. I was talking about him tonight. But Marlon Brando, the guy I talked to in the hotel for a moment, I gave him this one right here. I did a screenshot of it, the Brando book by Peter Manso. You can see the cover's ripped up, and it's kind of like a Bible of mine in a way. But anyway, I just wanted to go through some of these because Laura Dern, her thing was so funny. I was just looking at it going, oh my God, that's a list and a half. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to tackle that right now. I've got so much on my plate. But I was looking at it while I was driving around going, that is funny. She outbeat everybody. She broke a record. That was a list that was like, dang, this is awesome right here. You got to see that one. Mike Lay, I think. Is that how I say his name? Mike Lay. I'll look it up later. But this, yeah, Mike Lay. Recommended by the Benny Softy. And I was like, that was a battle movie, dude. There are some good ones, but you have to hunt. Paper Moon is Peter Bogdanovich. I was talking about him today. Bogdanovich, whatever, I can't say his name. He did the one that shot in Texas with Ethan Hawke. Just recently ran into him not long ago. Jeff Bridges and Sybil Shepherd did it together. It's called The Last Picture Show. Peter Bogdanovich. Withnail and I is hilarious. Bruce Robinson. And then, of course, Peter Weir's stuff is great, too. But this is a great education for a filmmaker to get this channel. You know, I have 270 items now. That's a lot of it's Bergman and just a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, check it out. I got to go.